Day 12 now of the Lori Vallow trial in Idaho, and today the so-called doomsday mom has ties to Arizona, charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy in the deaths of her two young children and her husband's first wife.
And today, the prosecution questioned more witnesses about Vallow's finances and transactions. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum has been following this trial and the story from the beginning. He joins us now with more. Justin.
John, Christina, the state has presented money as one of Lori Vallow's motives in this triple murder case. We've heard about life insurance policies and Social Security benefits throughout trial, and not just insight into Lori's finances, but her husband, Chad Daybell's as well. Today, Rexburg Police Detective Chuck Consitis and FBI accountant Mike Douglas took the stand. Rewind back to July of 2019, when Lori's fourth husband, Charles Vallow, was shot and killed in Chandler by her brother, Alex Cox. He's also dead now. In the months following, Lori would receive Social Security benefits on behalf of 7-year-old JJ Vallow, the autistic boy she had adopted with Charles about 5 years prior. Lori was also getting Social Security on behalf of her daughter Tylee Ryan after her own dad, Joe Ryan, died in 2018. But investigators say Lori didn't stop collecting the checks after her kids were murdered in September of 2019. In fact, she said nothing, and we're talking about at least $5,000 a month. When her alleged co-conspirator Chad Daybell's wife Tammy died suddenly in October 2019, the FBI says he filed a life insurance claim within days. Prosecutors have said Chad and Tammy signed to get the insurance maxed out previously. Chad was paid more than $400,000 in benefits and married Lori in Hawaii. Now, there was a document shown to the jury, an email from Chad Daybell to a Hawaii realtor just days after he married Lori. It said, quote, "We are interested in seeing this property. Would the owners be interested in leasing this property to a clean couple with no pets or children? Please let us know. Thank you." We spoke to the realtor in 2020, and today I caught up with her about the email she received that day, now evidence in trial.
In my mind, I knew that that meant the kids were no longer among the living. You don't say you have no children if you have living children. I eventually did two things. One is that I sent it to our local Kauai County prosecutor. And the other thing was I posted on a Facebook group, Kauai Rant and Raves. And that's when somebody recommended that I contact you.
This afternoon, a Chandler detective, actually two detectives and a firefighter from Chandler, took the stand. They were questioned about the Charles Vallow shooting, the response. We'll have more at 5. Live in the studio, Justin Lum, Fox 10 News.
So, Justin, Charles Vallow, that was Lori's estranged husband. Why so much focus on him today?
Yeah, this is a separately different case from the Idaho case, but under a certain Idaho rule of evidence, the prosecution is saying we can admit this evidence if we can show there is a motive for conspiracy, and that's what they're trying to lay out, because investigators say Lori, Chad, and Alex wanted to kill Charles, saying that he was a dark spirit, and there was also a alleged motive of life insurance money, substantial amount that she ended up not getting. And what they're trying to do is tie this to the Tammy Daybell case and the cases of JJ and Tylee, the money motive, as the evidence shows Lori has collected all this money since the deaths of her children and didn't say a word.
Yeah, Justin, there's a lot of ties with Arizona to this case, and there's a pretty big law enforcement presence from Arizona there in Idaho.
Yeah, we have heard that there's actually a large group of Chandler law enforcement officers at the courthouse today, and we expect to hear some more. Last week, the lead detective on the Charles Vallow murder was questioned by the prosecution. He presented text messages between Charles and Lori, text messages from Lori to Chad, and vice versa. So there's a lot of evidence. Chandler will really play a crucial role in presenting this evidence to the jury, and family members of Charles Vallow will argue that they didn't do enough after the shooting, and now this is their chance to really help the prosecution in this case.
Okay, Justin Lum.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.